Hello and welcome to another edition of Cursed Realm. This time the requirements went up by 2 and up to 595. It's again Shemira, so it's the same debuff. So if you can remember your team for last time, maybe use that one. I've updated my team a bit. Let me show you what number 1 is currently using. So he's currently using this great ball setup. I have almost the same. And this iron setup, which I copied. And then fight 3 is pretty weird. I recommend you try to build this team if you can. I don't have Tali, I don't have Authors, and I don't have Antandra. And this fight I was actually able to make a Haelus, but it's pretty hard to make it work without him, I think. And then in this fight you want Moriel or Saffrel. So I would recommend that you merc either Moriel, Saffrel, or maybe even Flora. And you can also try to merc a Haelus to make this combination work. Or try to get a Tali. I believe that would serve you best. Let me show you my teams. My damage is currently 6.7 billion damage, which gives me a rating of 63. But I expect to drop a lot in the next days. Let me first show you my teams, and afterward I can show you the alternatives. So for this one, there's quite a lot of RNG because Gwyneth often kills your team. Engraving certainly helps to keep your team alive. This is the iron setup. I don't think it needs much introduction. If you use mortars, maybe a mythic mortars would give you more damage. And I was lucky to merc a Haelus. You can use other heroes, and I will show you how in a bit. And for this setup versus the Greatborns, I used a lot of Wilders. Standard is actually to use this team, but I swapped them because I found that this gave me higher damage. Not this team, but the combination. And for this one I just put in a random mage with the Saphir. And of course you can use Saffrel or Moriel here if you have them. And for the boss team, I use 3 damage dealers linked with twins, and then also to dispel or remove the dodge for Shemira. If you don't have Lucretia or one of the others, maybe you can try using Squeeth. Squeeth will not do crazy damage, but he will remove the healing debuff from Shemira. Okay, so let me try to show you some different options you have. I've seen players make it work like this. So if you try this setup, my Husking is not that strong. I think it's better to use the setup with the stronger Husking. You can also use Athalia if you haven't used her in another formation, or you can try using Talene if you haven't used her. So this formation do not have a lot of variation. If you don't have mortars, you can maybe try and put in Rosaline if it doesn't ruin your other team, or you can maybe try with heroes like Rain. Okay, so for round 3 I've actually swapped round 3 and round 4 because I couldn't really make it work versus the Greatborns. They suck out all the mana and it's really hard to get high damage, so I actually swapped them with this Wilder team. Instead of this Wilder team, you can try to make a team with Maulers. If you have Satrana and Tandra and Skrek and Sophia and heroes like that. But I actually swapped them around because to optimize damage for me. If you don't have Haelus, then you can try to use heroes like Alna, which I have in this formation, but you do not need her for this formation. So you could also try with heroes like Talene, some more survivability. And you can also put in heroes like Gorvo. Try different formations to get optimal damage output. And for this setup, this is what worked best for me. Try to use the mages you have. I don't have that many. Try some different setups and see what works. You can use also your heroes like Belinda. I don't have many mages because they are not really the meta. So try to swap in the mages you have and get a good setup. Good luck and thanks for watching.